Very good morning, students. For this lecturing video session, I am going to solve a problem from sections of solids. Let me just read out the question and make you understand what are the details given here and what needs to be drawn from this question. A cube of side 25 mm which is resting on HP on one of its faces with a vertical face inclined at 35 degree to VP, a plane perpendicular to HP and inclined at 50 degree to VP cuts the cube 3 mm away from the axis. Draw its top view, sectional front view and true shape of the section. So let me just extract the information from the given question, the given data. Here the object is a cube. So object is a cube of side 25 mm, which is resting on HP. Where it is resting? It is resting on HP, with one of its faces, on its face, right? One face, right? With a vertical face inclined 35 degree to VP. That face is inclined at 35 degree to VP. That face is inclined 35 degree to VP. A plane perpendicular to HP and inclined at 50 degree to VP cuts the cube 3 mm away from the axis. A plane, which plane it could be? As far as sections of solid is concerned, cutting plane and section plane is used. Therefore, here the cutting plane is perpendicular to HP and inclined to VP at 50 degree, right? So here the section plane or cutting plane is inclined to where? VP at 50 degree and perpendicular to HP, and the axis 3 mm away from the axis, and 3 mm away from the axis, Draw its top view, sectional front view and true shape of the section, right? So let me just start the diagram here. Draw XY first, which is nothing but the reference line or the ground line. Above XY is VP and below is HP. Here the object is a cube, isn't it? Cube has 6 faces. All the sides are of uniform dimension. If the side is 25 mm, that means all the, whether it could be height or the side, everything is 25 mm. How it is positioned? It is positioned on HP with one of the face, because everything is face, all 6 faces is resting on in this manner. But the vertical face is 35. Now if I keep this object in this manner, now these are vertical faces, isn't it? 4 vertical faces are there. Now this vertical face is parallel to VP. But the condition says here it is inclined to 35 degree inclined to VP. So if I tilt in this manner, this makes this is vertical plane, right? This makes some 35 degree. That means this vertical plane is 35 degree with VP. So this is how the object is going to be placed. And the cutting plane is, look at here, inclined 50 degree to inclined to VP and perpendicular. If I keep in this position, look at here, if I keep in this position, the cutting plane is inclined with VP and it is making 90 degree with HP. So this is how the object is going to be cut in this manner. 3 mm away. So this is a center, 3 mm away, and this is how the object is going to cut. So it will not cut on the top face, the cut will go throughout the object. That means the cut will from the top face to the bottom face, and this portion would be removed and this portion would be remained. So let me just start the diagram by drawing the true shape on the HP. So first what I have to do is, first I have to draw the square of 35 degree with 35 degree inclination with VP. So choose a point here and 35 degree. So from the horizontal, take 35 degree, draw a line, thin line. Draw a thin line. Now choose any point here, so somewhere here. And what is the side? The side is 25 mm. Take 25 mm in your compass. From here, cut an arc. Cut an arc. Now, keep your protractor in this manner, draw 90 degree, and similarly here also 90 degree. So now 25 mm, right? So cut an arc here. Now from here, cut an arc here. So now close it. Now close it. So a square of vertical, of a cube of side 25 mm, which is inclined at 35 degree to VP. So one of the vertical face is 35 degree to VP. So don't draw any dark lines as being sections of solids, because we don't know which are the edges would be remain and which would be removed, right? So let me just give the naming for this. This would be A, B, C, D. It has the bottom face also, which would be invisible, so which can be represented PQ or S, and this is 35 degree. 35 degree. Now I need to find the center. That means in order to draw the axis, so connect all the diagonals in order to draw this. So this is the axis. Now let me just extend all the corners vertically upwards. Vertically upwards. A very thin line. These are projectors, right? Very thin line. So what is the size? What is the axis height of the cube? What did I tell you? So cube has all sides of same 25 mm. So from the axis, so this is the axis, right? So axis can be represented long line dot long line, isn't it? So this is from the reference line, take 25 mm, cut an arc. So now this is the cube which would be visible in the front view. When you look at from here, A, B, C are visible. So A dash, B dash and C dash are visible. D is behind it, therefore which is invisible. So D can be mentioned within the bracket. And what about the bottom face? P, Q, R are visible. P dash, Q dash, R dash are visible. S dash is invisible. S dash is invisible, which can be captured within the bracket. So this is the top view and this is the front view of this projection. So here the object is being cut by using cutting plane or section plane 3 mm away from the axis. That too, the cutting plane is 50 degree inclined to VP and perpendicular. Therefore, the cut will be on the top. It is on the incline here, because the plane, that section plane is inclined to VP and perpendicular to HP. So if this position, the cut will be on the top. So which would be visible only on the top view. That will be on the HP. So in order to draw the 3 mm line, how that is possible? Either you will have to take from here the parallel line, you will have to draw it, or one simple method is there. So you will have to take 3 mm as radius in your compass. Draw a small circle. Draw a small circle of 3 mm as radius, not a diameter, because 3 mm away from. So this could be 3 mm or this could be 3 mm. So now the cutting plane is used to cut 50 degree inclined with BP. So if I have a mini drafter, it would be easy to take 50 degree and a line can be drawn passing through the tangent of this circle. But I don't have the mini drafter. But what I will do is, I will keep a protector somewhere here and draw a line of 50 degree from here. Draw a line of 50 degree from here. So this is something 50 degree. So then I will draw a parallel line to this. Just let me just move the scale in this manner. Now look at here. A line can be drawn passing through the periphery of the circle, which is nothing but the tangent. What would be that? Tangent. Got it? Since I don't have the mini drafter, if I have a mini drafter, easily without drawing the 50 degree separately, directly I can draw a tangent line to this. But I don't have mini drafter, that's what I have chosen the 50 degree with the help of protector. Then I have drawn a parallel line to this. Right? Now this is 50 degree. 50 degree. How the cutting plane can be represented? Long line dot, long line dot, long line, and both the ends should be widened. This is how needs to be specified. Right. So now I need to darken the remained portion. Right. Which one is remained? See, the majority of the portion which is left, this is the remained portion. This is a smaller portion. Therefore, this is removed portion and the majority of the portion is called remained portion. So, which I am going to draw dark line. The object line I am going to draw as dark line. Right. So, this portion is removed. Therefore, in the front view, I need to specify only these areas will be visible. So, by using the cutting plane, I have cut and removed certain portion, isn't it? So, now new points has been generated. So, on the top face as well as in the bottom faces. So, on AD, I have the visible line, so which is 1. Similarly, the bottom edge, which is PS, also a cut is been made. So, one point is been made, so, right? So, which is invisible, that's the reason I am just opening up a bracket. Next, on BC, one new edge is formed, right? So, one point is formed, which I am mentioning as 2. Similarly, on the edge of QR, one new point is been made, that means generated by cutting the cutting plane, right? So, which can be mentioned within the bracket. So, let me just start from here. This has 3 and this has 4. So, this is the remained portion. Now, I need to project all the newly created points, the projectors. So, it should be 90 degree with the XY line. Extend it vertically upwards. This also extend it vertically upwards. Right. Now, which one is remained and which one is removed? So, this portion is being removed. So, directly without any confusion, I can draw a dark line. Right. And here, up to here it is visible. So, I can complete the boundary here. I can complete the boundary. Right. So, before that I forgot to mention that, see this is a dotted line, right? Because it is hidden, this is a dotted line. Right, fine. Now, this line, that is AD, that is a 1. This is 1 dash. Because this newly created point, that is 1, is between A and D, which has been mentioned here. And the 4 is, the point 4 is on P and S, which is on here. So, 4 dash. Similarly, 2 is between C and B. So, look at here, you just draw a line. So, up to here. This is 2 dash. And the point 3 is between Q and R. So therefore, this could be 3 dash. And this is Q, isn't it? So Q dash. Right. So this within the bracket. In the bracket. Right. Fine. So now I need to specify the area which is being cut. That is by using the cutting plane. This portion has been cut. So this portion needs to be highlighted by using hatching line or section line at 45 degree line. At 45 degree of gap of 3 mm, 1 to 3 mm, 45 degree inclination, 45 degree inclination. So this is nothing but the hatching line or section lines. So with this, I have finished the sectional front view or sectional elevation and the top view. What has been asked? Here draw the top view is over. Sectional front view is also been completed. Left out with true shape of the section. Where you will get the true shape of the section, where the section plane is being used, I need to see orthogonally to it. So it is 50 degree to it. So orthogonally to it, I will have to look at the object. So 90 degree to the object, therefore I will get the true shape of the section. For which what I have to do? I will have to draw a new reference line which should be parallel to the cutting plane or section plane. So draw a section plane which can be mentioned as x1 and y1. This is the new reference line. Usually we used to project the lines, which is nothing but the projectors. Projectors should be always 90 degree, isn't it? So from the point, from the newly created point, draw perpendicular lines. Extend it. From here, extend it. Right. This is newly created reference line and the projectors has been extended. It should be 90 degree with this. 90 degree with it. Right. Now, where from you will have to measure the distance. Where the section is there, from there you will have to measure and transform it to the new reference line. So now look at here, point 1 is here. So this is reference line. So measure it from the reference line to the 1 dash. Measure it on a compass and look at here where the line is passing through. Yeah, it is coming here. This is a new reference line. From here, cut an arc. This could be 1, 1. Next, 4 is on the reference line. So look at here, it is here. So 4, 1 is on the new reference line. Let me just move to point number 3 and 2. Look at here, this is a 2. From the reference line to measure it on our compass and look at here where it is going. It's coming here. From here, cut an arc. This could be 2, 1. And that point 3 which is on the reference line, therefore this could be 3, 1. So now I will have to close the box, that is 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4 and 4 to 1. By doing this, I will get the true shape of the section. It is mentioned section, therefore section line or hatching line to be used for this view. Right. So for which 45 degree angle, right, 45 degree of equal intervals of 1 to 3 mm the hatching line. Should be uniform distance, the gap between two lines should be 1 to 3 mm. If you maintain 1 mm, then throughout this 1 mm. If you are maintaining 2 mm, then gap between the lines should be 2 mm. If you are maintaining 3 mm, then gap between the lines should be 3 mm. Right. By doing this, I have completed all the 3 views which is being asked in the question. Top view is over. Sectional front view is over. True shape of the section is over. Next what? The dimensioning work. So dimensioning, as far as this particular object is concerned, is 25 mm. Either you can mention it in the top view or in the front view. Since I have the sufficient space in the front view, I can specify it over here. This is 25 mm. 25 mm. So you need not to mention the top view also, because it's a cube of all 6 sides of same shape and same size. Next, the cutting plane angle is been mentioned. Then what else? The 35 degree has been mentioned. Now the axis, which is 3 mm away from the axis, needs to be mentioned. What I am going to do is just going to draw a parallel line to this cutting plane from the axis. Extend this. There are 2 ways to mention the dimension for these small dimensions. Either you can mention in this manner if you have sufficient space, 3 mm, or else what you can do is just extend it by mentioning the periphery with these arrows. In this manner, mention 3 mm. That means the gap between these 2 lines is 3 mm. Right? So with this I have completed the projection and all the 3 views. Next, the note, all the dimensions are in mm. So the dimension which I consider here is mm. Therefore all dimensions are in mm. And scale, the true scale, because I haven't changed any dimensions, so scaling can be true scale 1:1. Hope you have all understood this. Thank you.